In this video, we would learn how to write down numbers with 2 decimal places in words and how to change them back from words to numbers. Let's take up an example for this. Let's say we are given a number 3432.78. For writing decimal in words, we first put the place values on top of the number. Before the decimal, we have ones, tens, hundreds. This is thousand. After decimal, the first place is tenths. You have already learned this in place value video. Next is hundredths. You can put hun plus ths if you don't want to write on the full name. Now to write this down in words, we use the same rule of categorizing it. So we first put the comma after 3 numbers, starting from right to left before the decimal. Then when we are writing down it in words, we have to write it down from left to right, and that would go this way. We would have 3000 because the category ending is 1000. Next we have is 432, then decimal name is and, 7 we have at tenths place, 8 we have at hundredths place. We would read the decimal number together as 78. However, we would end the decimal category with the last place value of the digit in the given number, and that is hundredths. Therefore, the answer is 3000, that's for this, 432, that's for this, and is for decimal, 78 hundredths. Let's do another question for the sake of practice. And the number is 72831.56. We write on the place values, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000. And then after decimal, we have tenths place. Then we have hundredths place. Now to categorize it, we would put commas. So 3 digits, 1 comma, these 3 digits, because we do not have any other number, so we do not have to put a comma here. Now we know this belongs to thousands category and this belongs to units category. So how do we write it down in words is 728,000, because all of this will be written together ending with the category name. Then we have 31, categories units, so there is no ending to this. Decimal is and in words. We would write down 56 together, and then the name is going to end with hundredths. That's the last place value of the digits. So the answer is 728,031 and 56 hundredths. We already learned numbers to words. Let's learn words to numbers. Now the first question is 70,060 and 60 hundredths. We first always put the place value chart. Decimal, we have before decimal ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. After decimal, the first place we have is tenths place. Next we have is hundredths place. Now we know 70 is with 1000. That means 70 comes under thousands category, and thousands category will be here. So this is thousands category. We have 2 digits. So 70 under thousands category, 60 under units category because there is no ending to that. So we would place 60 because it's a 2-digit number. So one at tens place and the other at ones place. So 6 is going to come at tens place and 0 is going to come at ones place. Hundreds place is empty, so we put a 0 there. Then we put a decimal. We have and, that's what the decimal is for. Then we have 60 hundredths. So we're going to write on 60 with 6 under tenths place and 0 under hundredths place. Because the number ends with hundredths, that means the last digit has to be placed under hundredths place value. Therefore, the final answer that we got is 70,060 and 60 hundredths. Let's do another question for the sake of practice. If we have 5,800,000 and 7 hundredths, because we have THS, that means we need to put a decimal there. So we would write on the place value ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and million, because here we have million place. After decimal, we have tenths place, hundredths place. So now we know when we have to turn it back to numbers, 5 has to come under millions category. We can categorize it. We know this is units category, this is all thousands category, and this is millions category. So 5 would be placed under millions category, 800 in thousands category. Then we have no number under units category because it write down and there, and means decimal. So you would put a 0 under every place value in units category. Then we have 7 at hundredths place. That means tenths place is again empty. Therefore, the answer will be 5,800,007 hundredths. And this is how we change words to numbers when it comes to decimals.